So I'm getting a lot of questions about how to keep your dog from pulling on the leash. There's a lot of ways and methods. I'm going to show you one with Buzzy. The simplest way, doesn't always work, it depends how stubborn your dog is to stand there until your dog figures out you're not going anywhere until he stops pulling. It takes a lot of patience. Usually the people need more training than the dogs. So I'm going to go over here. Come here, Buzz. Buzz is terrible for pulling ahead. Back it up. So I'm going to walk. You just have to follow me as I go until he starts. He's usually pretty good at first. Then he gets interested in what's ahead of him and pulls ahead. Come on. There he goes. He's pulling ahead. And he's learned we don't go anywhere. Where are you going? We don't go anywhere until he's back in heel position. I'm not going anywhere. You go, boy. Good boy. Okay. I'm gonna come around. This is just one technique. He doesn't go anywhere until he's in position. Fix it. Fix it. Buzz, fix it. There you are. Where are you? Buzz. Position. And there's no real downside except he's not going anywhere, so he doesn't really care.
Don't you usually have little booties on them?
Sometimes.
Don't usually have some respect for the guest videotape? No? Alright, so alright,
You
let's
want me to start it?
no, we'll just leave that.
Okay.
If anyone was wondering, it's like 75 degrees out right now. They don't need booties. If you heard the cast member, he wanted to know if they had booties on or why they didn't have booties on today. It's because they don't need booties. It's not sunny. There's a logic train issue. Ning, 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 right past the station. I didn't want to point it out. I just did. All right, go on. Okay, so that was one technique. And if you want to go for a nice brisk walk and then you're standing in front of your house or the neighbor's house and you're not going anywhere and the dog figures out, well, I don't get to have my poopy down the street. Okay, I'm going to wait with you. They eventually get it, but it takes a while because you have to stand there and get the dog to keep coming back and stop pulling. There's other ways. There's something we call the flip around, which is to let the dog get out ahead of you. I don't think Buzz is going to let me get away with it because he's onto me. The dog gets right ahead of you, and you, while he's up ahead of you, not paying attention, you turn around suddenly and go the other way. And it will give a collar correction. You got to make sure you never put any pressure on the trachea. Look at this buckle. That would collapse a poodle's trachea. So we're really careful about this. We use prong collars. He's not able, he doesn't need one when I'm handling it. But we use a prong collar and it's on the side. The ring would be on the side so that, I'll show you though, he's not going to do it. You got to be really careful about this so you're not getting impact. So stay there and I'll go up ahead. You know what, I'm going to come towards you because he might come towards you and come ahead of you. Come on. I think call him a bit, see if that works.
Buzzy! Hey, Buzzy, Buzzy.
He's not, okay, and then see, come on. You want to surprise the puppy, you surprise the dog and disappear behind him, and it's not a punishment. You're like, oh, I forgot something. You were back there and forgot to come with me. You got to pay attention. You do that a couple times and they start paying attention to where you are. Works best with the prong collar because there's no risk to the trachea and you get a little correction as you turn, and the dog's up here hitting the end of the leash while you're back here. It's not punishment. You're just like, oopsie daisy. I went the other way and you messed up. You weren't watching me. So that's another technique. We call it the flip around. All of these, hi, it's so funny. It's so funny. And then there's another, I'm going to try it with one of these guys. You think, Olaf?
Yeah.
Olaf really thinks he's all that. Plus, I've been training him for guide dogs, dog guides. work out in front of you, so we'll see. But there's another technique. See if you can pull these back. I don't know if you're getting video of them. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna walk him toward you. Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Now he's perfect. Let me walk him around until he gets ahead. The idea is you're gonna swing your leg out in front of the dog so he walks into your leg. Let's see, he's now, he knows he's not in the guide handle, so he's walking perfectly. So we'll see if we can get him to mess up and walk ahead of me. I don't know. I'm not gonna correct the dog that isn't doing anything wrong. Come here. You're going for a surprise. Perfect. It's a problem. He went ahead of me up that way, so I'm gonna go up there. See if you can get it from behind. I'll be able to catch him up here.
Okay.
Busted. Did you get it?
Yep.
He actually tripped over me. You're just swinging your leg in front of the dog. Again, it's not a punishment. You're going mostly for kind of a startle reflex. Whoa! Because you don't want them leading the walk. You don't want them pulling. We got people, I've met people who've dislocated. Their dogs are pulling so hard. And of course, the obvious solution is a proper use of a prong collar. You keep a loose leash. You're not dragging on that prong collar. A loose leash. You got someone whistling at the dog, so we're gonna go back this way.
Walk up. Walk up. There you go.
So, pretend they're on a prong collar with a loose leash. As they come out, make sure the leash is loose. Say it 10 times. Go fast, and then a pop. Right? You're not going to drag. It doesn't teach them anything. And you're pretending you're mama dog, you know. And they go, "Oh, you don't want me to do that?" Or do a flip around with the prong collar, and it teaches them that you want them paying attention to where you are. But these dogs are, they're fine, except he's still, that's it.